Afternoon, welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. And today I just wanted to give an update on where we are with the Jag. So I've had the car for about 2-3 weeks now, and I've been doing bits and bobs to the car to just basically improve it and kind of restore it in the way that I would like, and hopefully in a way that is feasible. So I've been thinking about what to do with this car. I've been cleaning it up. I haven't started on the interior yet, although the interior is there's going to be a lot of work inside, put it that way. We know that the glove compartment is falling off. We know that the door card is hanging off. We know that a tweeter is missing. And we know we also have issues with the bodywork. So if you can see, that problem, the tweeter's just fallen down completely. This door card just literally hanging there, and then that's needs to be sorted out as well. Operationally it's okay, but yeah, so there's a couple of things with the interior. Obviously we had the headlining sorted out, so that's good, but it just generally overall needs a clean. The leather at the back there just doesn't look like it's faring very well. So one of the first things I'm going to do, and I always do when I start on the interior of the car, is disinfect everything. And that means going over every single inch of the interior of the car with a Dettol spray, and basically just making sure that the car is completely free of bacteria. Because being a second-hand car and a high mileage car, I think it's I shudder to think what sort of germs are lurking in the car. So that's no good for my OCD, and I think any prospective buyers would also like to be reassured that the car has been totally disinfected before the interior was restored. So what we're going to do is totally disinfect the interior of the car, and then start off by cleaning things up. But that starts off with fixing those issues with the interior, which will be restored by Jaguar XKR. And my main concern now is just to make sure that I deal with my subframe bush pain that I'm sure I've got coming on the way. I also experimented with 20-inch wheels. It's currently sitting on 19-inch rims. I bought 20-inch rims, and you can see what it looked like here. So here's a shot of the 20-inch rims that I put on the car, and no. And as you can see in that picture, it's just totally, it didn't feel right, it didn't drive right. So I got rid of the 20s and put it back on these 19-inch rims, because for some reason I just don't mind the look of it as it is, to be fair. It's kind of grown on me. I think I'll like the extra comfort. Not that the 20-inch that I had previously in my previous XKR was uncomfortable by any stretch of the imagination, but more comfort, I don't know, I'm intrigued. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep the 19-inch rims, just going to refurb them. Not that they really need it. They're reasonably good condition, but I may refurb them later on down the line when I put new tires on, which is definitely on the shopping list. The other thing is that because I've got subframe bush pain along the way, and I know my air conditioning doesn't work, and I know that I need several things serviced, like the gearbox, all the filters changed, the supercharger serviced, and all the belts, supercharger belts changed, and I may even change the valley hoses. I may not. I don't know. I'm in kind of two minds about that one. I'll see how my brake discs and pads are holding up, and if and how the suspension is doing. If I've got more suspension or brakes to replace, then I might have to forego the valley hose replacement at this stage, because the car's not leaking. So I was going to do it preventatively, but I don't know. And I think with the bodywork, as you can see, guys, look, I've cleaned it up. I've had PDR done, and yes, it's got some of those scabs and a bit of lack of peel here and there that you know, we know are there, and that's as much as I can clean it and, you know, wax it, and it's still like that. But to be honest with you, now that the PDR's done and there's no dinks, you know, I'm thinking I'd rather just have a sorted car mechanically. Suspensions, brakes, tires, all the oily bits are perfect. I'd rather that this car drives perfectly, and with the bodywork in this condition now, I've just cleaned it and waxed it. Old school wax, no ceramic coating yet. And I may stick with wax, I don't know. Quite like the old school wax there, you know, and how squidgy it feels. So yeah, I'm thinking I can live with this bodywork, and I'd rather just spend the previous bodywork budget on the greasy bits. So I may do that, but definitely at some point I think I would still like to get those things sorted out, but probably next summer if I still have the car. I just want this car to drive perfectly, because I can live with the looks. I think it looks pretty good after it's cleaned up a lot better than I expected it would, to be fair, and for that reason I don't think I'm going to do any body work on it imminently. I think my budget is make sure the suspension brakes, you know, are perfect, and every single filter's been changed, and some preventative maintenance done. And I think that's my priority. So I'll keep you guys posted. It's going into Jaguar Chiltern on Monday, and then we will find out exactly what's what, and how much pain there is in terms of getting this car driving the way it should, because right now the suspension isn't great. It's pretty awful. So that was just a 3-week update, and just thought I'd let you guys know what the plans are and how things are progressing. As you can see, it's cleaning up. Exterior's been cleaned up as much as I will clean it up, but now I have to attack the interior next, and that will happen once it's back from Jaguar Chiltern, and then this car will be ready for me. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll tune in next time to tell you what Jaguar Chiltern reported.